Hi guys, welcome to WRS. Sorry I couldn't be there, but I do love talking, so I'm going to take this time to make you listen to me for about the next 20 minutes where you can take some notes. Your teacher, wherever they are, can pause it at any stage so that everyone can be on the same track. You do need your devices, so I strongly suggest opening them up now and we can just all do this together at the same time. Okay? Alrighty, so the first thing you need to do is jump onto www.careervoyage.com.au/au/. If you're not sure, I've also put a link in your learning tasks, so you can just copy and paste that in to your search engine. Okay, once you get to there, you should come up with a screen like this, and you'll need to create a new account. The first thing it'll ask you is what is your organisation code. Your organisation code is 004472. Pretty easy stuff so far. Alright, once you've done that, and I'll go along with you, 004472. The next thing it'll say is, welcome to Mooroolbar College. You're going to need to make some action plans in terms of thinking about the job that you want in later on in life, or the jobs that may be suited to you or not suited to you, as it may be. So these are the things you're going to need to do. You need to click off the interest guide, interest profile, job factors, job suggestions, and an action plan overall. When you get to the end of your action plan, you'll click report center and you'll generate a report. It's around about 9 to 15 pages, depending on what you've actually put into your report. You'll upload that to Compass, and once your teacher says, yes, that's satisfactory, or they give you a competent, you can then print it off and put it into your display folder. Okay, that's located up here. That's report center once you've finished everything. So you don't need to go printing off things until you have finished all the steps. Okay, we're going to enter our details. You'll put your surname in, your first name. Your email is an email address that you choose that you're going to actually look at. So it might be your school, college email. It might be at home, personal one. Your username is your Compass login. So BAC0005 could be your username. We want everyone to use that, so don't go creating your own ones. Your password, whatever you want it to be, within reason. Teachers do have access to your password, so if you do forget it, we do have it there. Just keep in mind, no profanities, because we see it. Okay, you'll confirm your password. Your advisor name is Tracy Lackman. Okay, so you'll pick Tracy Lackman, and then it'll say select a group, and you'll select your teacher there. So my teacher is Mrs. Keogh. So I'm going to select Mrs. Keogh, and I'm going to click save, and it's going to go on to the next page. Obviously I haven't filled out my details, silly me. The idea is that you are going to go through, and it's going to get to a point where it says what level of schooling or education and training do you want. If you select level 5, that opens up all of your job possibilities. If you only select level 3, it's basically saying, what can I get if I leave school now? So we're limiting ourselves quite a lot. So we want to try a big picture if we can. So if everyone can select level 5, that makes everything a little bit easier for us, and we can see exactly where you need to go. Might mean you don't actually go to university, but there's always back doors into different courses that we have. You'll be able to start your interest guide. Okay, so the first step is working out what sort of interest we have. So there's a bit of a blurb before it, and it's basically saying you'll need to read through these things. It's not up to us to spoon feed you this information, but the idea is you read through it. It's basically saying you want to choose things where you either like it or you dislike it. Try not to be in the middle where you're balancing that seesaw. Try to actually have a bit more of a preference, okay? So the example's up here, and this is one of the questions. So you've got 20 of these to go through. In total, you have 120 of these little click boxes to tick from. Okay, so we've got building fences and gates, and I've picked that I actually don't mind building fences. I like working with my hands, and I think I could build fences and gates. I have no clue how to do it, but I could do it if I was asked to. The next one is breeding birds. I've got a huge phobia of birds. Okay, I've got a huge phobia of animals. All right, so I'm going to tick strongly dislike. However, if you don't mind animals, you might put like up here. I could breed some birds. If I had to, I would. Okay, and you just go down through the categories. So there's 6 each page, then you'll click the next button, okay, and that'll take you on to the next lot. You can see over here, 1 out of 20 pages. Once you get to the end, you'll be given a new topic. It'll look something like this, and it's basically a would you rather, all right? And in this case, so I've gone through, there's only 8 of these in total. I think there's only 7. But you've got 8 things to do. And it's would you rather do this one or this one? So this one here says, would you rather advise students who are unwell or depressed, or create sketches to show how new buildings will look when finished? I like to draw things. I like to be a bit more creative. So I've actually selected that one, okay? So I've gone through my 120 questions and I'm going to click next, okay? But this one is if you had to choose, you have to pick one. Doesn't matter if you don't like either of them. If you were told these were the last 2 jobs on earth and you had to have a job, which would you pick, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. So once I've done that, I'll then click next. So then you'll go on to the interest profile and you'll get this little graph, okay? And what we can see here is that we've got this particular person has a lot of strongly dislikes. So we don't like any of these things, which are these categories here. And the only thing they're slightly interested in, because it's not a huge like, it's just barely minimum on the like, is technical work, science and engineering. But I dare say if I ask this student to go back and try to think about a little bit more, rather than answering everything as strongly dislike, they'll find that they don't have the strong dislikes that they thought they did. Someone that likes technical work and engineering would also probably be more interested in some arts, craft, designs as such. That doesn't mean we're chopping up little bits of paper and making it into nice things. It simply means we've got a creative streak as well. Okay, so you will be asked to go back, but that is what you'll get checked off from your teacher. If they're okay with it, they'll tick you off, and then you'll go on to job factors, which is the next thing. It'll look something like this. Once you've done it, we've got a clear spike. So this person now strongly likes this type 4, which is making things look nice. And we can see here that the types of questions actually change depending on the student. These were 2 different students, but it is a clear example of a flat line versus those clear spikes of different interests. You would also get a flat line if you liked everything. We would ask you to really go back and have a think about it, adjust your profile so that you get those different changes happening. Okay, so you'll go on to job factors, which is the next one. Hopefully this is it.